keep tossing.
Hello everyone, Hoodie here back with another movie review. Today I will be reviewing The Apartment. The director was Billy Wilder. Release dates, for New York, it was June 15th, 1960. For Los Angeles, it was June 21st, 1960. And for London, it was July 23rd, 1960. As for the rest of the U.S., I have no idea. The budget was $3 million. At the box office, it made $24.6 million. And some of the cast includes Jack Lemmon, Shirley MacLaine, Fred MacMurray, Ray Walston, and Edie Adams. And I will give a 5-second spoiler warning. So if you have not seen this movie and you do not want spoilers on the plot, I will give you 5 seconds to click off. And your 5 seconds is up, and here is the plot. C.C. Baxter, also nicknamed Bud, is a lonely office drudge living in New York City. His neighbors think he is a playboy as he brings home someone new every night. Bud looks at performance reviews and submits them to Jeff Sheldrake, the personnel director. Sheldrake demands the use of the apartment for that night for his own affairs. Bud asks his secret crush, Fran Kubelik, who is an elevator operator in the apartment, to join him. She agrees, but meets up with a former fling first, who happens to be Sheldrake. Later at Bud's apartment, Fran confronts Sheldrake. He confesses his love for Fran, but takes off and heads back to his suburban family. Bud finds out Fran is the woman being taken by Sheldrake to the apartment, so he picks up a woman at the local bar. When they arrive at the apartment, they find Fran passed out on the bed due to an overdose of sleeping pills. He sends the woman away and enlists the help of Dr. Dreyfus, a doctor who lives next door. Bud intentionally makes Dreyfus think he was the cause of the incident, but gets scolded for philandering. Fran spends 2 days recovering in the apartment, and she and Bud develop a special bond. Bud prepares for a romantic dinner, but a manager arrives, recognizes Fran, and informs his colleagues. The managers direct Fran's brother-in-law, Carl, to the apartment where they are staying. Carl gets angry and punches Bud, but Fran kisses Bud for protecting her. Later, at a New Year's Eve party, Sheldrake tells Fran that Bud has quitted. Fran abandons Sheldrake and runs to the apartment. Bud opens the door after hearing several knocks with a bottle of champagne to start anew. Bud declares his love for Fran, and they continue their game of gin rummy. If I had to pick a favorite part of this movie, this movie seemed like an actual realistic romance movie with a couple and then someone else trying to get in the way. In this case, that would be Carl. But and then Carl gets angry for Fran hanging out with Bud, and I don't know, that part just seemed kind of realistic to me. If I had to pick a least favorite part, I don't know if I have one. So that's that. And I will give 5 seconds before I reveal my rating for this movie. Alright, 5 seconds is up. My rating for this movie is a 72 out of 100. And now we move on to the fun facts. 2 fun facts per movie. So the fun facts for this movie are: the Christmas party scene was filmed on December 23rd, 1959 to put everyone in the holiday mood. And the other scene, or the other fact, would be the scene where Bud gets punched by Carl. He was supposed to mime being punched, but moved wrong and accidentally got knocked down. The director, Billy Wilder, actually decided to use that part in the final cut of the movie. And that is it for today's movie review. The next movie review will be Spartacus. So look out for that, and that will be coming soon.